Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 180. Check 48. Come on. I'm coming.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch it. Check.
On second down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Tighten down. There you go.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping. Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Joker, 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 joker. Under 10, under 10, 10. Will.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, nice move. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Silver. 48 black. Big Ed.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Here we go. 180. Black.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Tyus Bowser able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
13. Heavy on the edges. Switch.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Here we go. At the 49ers' 26-yard line. Here we go. Undercrush.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. Jackson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, ready? 50 seconds to Mike. Get that quarterback. And all come. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
It's a party now. Switch.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
48 to Mike. 21. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check three. Check.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
Here we go.
That's a big day.
Check 52. Watch twitch. 65.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
12.
Watch 36.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
Here we go,
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I smell fear now.
Garoppolo now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Trick. You got trick. You got 3. Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10.
Pick it up. Check 3. 12. 1, Omaha.
Jam.
Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, baby.
11.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
20.
Spawn.
21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. 180. Ain't no such thing as a look. 11. Check 4. 61. Matchbox light.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Every day, any day.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
To throw again, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Niners' 24-yard line.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Right there, 56. You got double up.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
I got this. Hey, alert! X3, 218, chopper. Kill.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
San Francisco.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
Hey, gun. 80 weapons.
Mike 48. Defense, win.
Lock. Stick.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
12.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
I got you. 48 right now. Let's go.
Squeeze, double. 48 for Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. White. 21.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
Lock.
36.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey. Mike 36. Mike 36. Let's get the ball.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike 48.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. I'm coming after you.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ingram again. A strong running. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
56.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, Ingram down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
56 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
11. Check. Hey, pick up.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
21.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, exit. Together, defense. Let's get it together. 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming after you. He's a strength. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Check. Watch 36. 36.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Here we go.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
21.
48 smart. 48 smart. I got you, boy. Hey, look, 48.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One final try now for Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead,